Hey people, Intro here, 3v3 Faction War. This is Arena of Ashes and the Tyranids versus Imperial Guard. For the blue Tyranid team, the Tenso is a Lictor Alpha, a melee specialist going to infiltrate and disrupt some powerful offense and a bit of support. Alongside, Dominus Nox with a Ravener Alpha, building his little tunnel here. There he is. Great mobility on this guy. Fantastic offense and a bit of support begins with a ranged weapon. And rounding off the blue Tyranids, aZmodai with a Hive Tyrant. A very durable hero walking through objects that cannot be suppressed with powerful offense. Support and disruption begins in melee with a basic synapse. I shall call you Fernando. For the red guard, we have ShaFex as a Lord Commissar. Strong offense and support. Fighting in melee begins with a shield. Got the Deathcore of Krieg DLC here. Alongside, Kingfisher as a Lord General. Fighting in ranged combat begins with a retinue of stormtroopers. Really strong defense and support can also add to the retinue. Got a pretty killer moustache as well. And rounding off the teams, beBop as an Inquisitor offensive hero with powerful control abilities begins in melee but can get specialized ranged weapon. Just backing away there from the 9-foot Hive Tyrant. Might get their power and stuff overrun, but we could see aZmodai overextending here. Have they? I assume they've already used the Hammer of the Witches. Yes, this big overextension from the Hive Tyrant's going to be needing to retreat, I think. Sentinel can just chase him back. Yeah, there's the retreat. Meanwhile, towards the mid, Ravener Alpha falls to the sheer weight of lasgun fire. Some gens going up here. This is a natural power for the red team. And a natural power for the blue Tyranid team, either side of this deep yawning chasm here. Good Sentinel Stomp on the Termagants. Couple of good opening fights actually for the Imperial Guard. Let's see how ShaFex is doing. Fighting a Lictor Alpha and Hormagaunts with shield up. Lictor's getting very low, going to go down I think. Yeah, that pistol packs a punch and goes down. Nice kill for the Lord Commissar. Now in amongst the Hormagaunts, I see the Sentinel on the map coming to help. Throws the shield up. And should be okay here, I think. Going for the power sword in a level to 2 after one more kill. There it is. What an awesome opening for the Lord Commissar. Kills the Lictor Alpha. Kills 6 of the Hormagaunts. Gets a level. Gets his power sword. Now can... Oh, he's just going to run. Sentinel's going to decap that, but this has been noted by the Tenso. Full gens up. Yep, on these natural points. Also some natural powers in the southwest. More south here for the guard and more west here for the Tyranids. Arrayed around this contested victory point, of course. Fernando, no war gear. Just being shot up by the Sentinel. Termagants with their toxin sacks in play. Triple Termagants for aZmodai trying to shoot down that Sentinel, I guess. Ravener Brood for the Tenso. We might see Fernando, the Hive Tyrant, aZmodai send him mid to get some XP for reviving. Ravener Alpha is still down here. Big shooting match. There's a lot of Termagants. Holy crap. Got some grenade launcher Lord General action, which is a good shout, I think, against these big blobs of Tyranids. The retinue fellas, the Stormtrooper fellas also get the grenade launchers, as you can see. And it gives them a speed buff. Move, 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 which is always handy. Looks like Dominus Nox has the toxin sacks, but the Tenso doesn't. They spent their early power on that Ravener Brood. And here they are with those ranged Devourer weapons. Pack a punch, these guys. Good mobility, can also burrow strike and disrupt. And they're on the power now. Oh, Inquisitor's going to fall. Fernando gets away. Again was pushed forward, and they got the Sentinel too. You just saw the remains of it explode as Fernando ran through. Artillery spotters having to run. Crippling poison on the guardsmen, which was weird. They're not really trying to move, but they get shot to pieces and die. Those were Kingfisher's guardsmen. Lord Commissar is able to get in. Big flank now from the Sentinel too. Could get a really good stomp here. There it is. Pretty good one. Oh, I only got one of the Raveners. Lord Commissar getting stuck in. Gonna be level 3 soon, this fella. Great start for them. Guardsman capping contested power. The VP has been decapped, I assume, by the Sentinel. Can they get onto the power? Where are the heavy weapon squads? I think Kingfisher should be getting a heavy weapon squad out. Could try to bait the Ravener Brood jump. Then you just have your Sentinel there to stomp them and throw a weight of fire in. At the moment, though, they're on the power. You guys getting flamers? Nope. We do have the medical sergeant in for the Lord General. Back down to the southwest. Sentinel's in a bit of bother. Gets a really good stomp, though. Hormagaunts with adrenal glands here. And toxin sacks in on all three of the termagants. Yes. Bunch of models missing from the broods, but they're ready to power bash here. Pathogen Devils. Oh, it's a good blob for a grenade launcher, eh? Nope, they're just going to shoot their shotguns. There we go. Hormagaunts. Oh, if they went into melee, they would have killed the Hormagaunts. They still might. One hit point on those fellas. Nope, they go down. They got spotted by some guardsmen. Yeah, these fellas need to run. There's a Commissar in retreat path all the way from the north. ShaFex hanging out down here with guardsmen packing a flamer. I guess they want a power bash down here, eh? Leaving the northeast open. The Tenso and Dominus Nox back to their feet. I'm not sure if they repurchased or aZmodai. No, I don't think aZmodai revived both of them because they'd have more XP than this. Improved synapses in. So is the bioplasma. I've been seeing a bit of bioplasma action lately. 337 to 489. And Tyranids on this power, so they got a full power bash. Thanks to these termagants of the Tenso, double termagants and double Ravener Brood now into tier 2. Maybe drop some Venom Brood in, get the ranged synapse up and just delete things. ShaFex should get a Chimera, I guess. Good stomp on the Hive Tyrant's face, has to run. Inspire Courage on the Guardsmen to double their DPS for the duration. Lord Commissar causing all sorts of problems here. Gets suppressed and crippled by the Tyranids. Suppressed again by the Barb Strangler. Crippled by the Termagants. Here comes the Lictor Alpha though. Showing up towards the southwest now. Good flesh hook on the Inquisitor. And she flees. She's got no war gear. And no level. Decent hit by the artillery spotter fellas there. The Tyranids are breaking out. They did drop one of their gens. Good hit on the spotters, forces them to retreat when they're suppressed like that. Would have been another good hit, but they're already retreating. Sentinel took a beating too. They could get this wreck point back, maybe get onto the power. Lictor Alpha is snuck off towards the north, I suppose. What is this? It's all of the shooty Tyranids blobbed up. We've got a Venom Brood in play now from Dominus Nox, and they do have the ranged synapse. 35% more damage on all of these ranged units here. Pretty nuts. Also gives them 25% more health, which is not bad at all. Power's already been bashed. Chimera of Kingfisher in play. And we're going to see a Primaris Psycho. Awesome. Not seen much play from the Psycho so far in 298. Looking forward to what he can do against some Tyranids. 325 to 448. Flesh hook on the Lord Commissar. Might get him. Does get him. Nicely timed by the Tenso. And Chimera gets destroyed by Venom Brood. Double Venom Brood here. The Tenso's got some of their own. You can benefit from an ally's synapse. Dominus Nox now needs some more units on the field. Oh, they pulled in some Raveners. It's a nice party trick that the Ravener Alpha has. Primaris Psycho, oh, might immediately die here. Think they're going to be alright? Only 550 hit points out the gate. Oh, maybe not. Goes down. Didn't even get to see him use anything. I mean, maybe I missed it. Maybe he did use his ethereal wave or whatever it's called. But they're down. Another Primaris Psycho on the way from beBop though. 50 power for that guy. Sentinel with missile launcher for beBop. It's a late Sentinel, eh? 320 to 416. Should be using the crack missiles to bash power, I think. I mean, the frags are doing decent damage as well. Tyranids from the Tenso with a flank here. Is this both the Raveners? It is. Both the Ravener broods, I should say. Look at the damage they put onto those artillery spotters. That was nasty. They couldn't get away. Immediately retreated, basically. Here's some plasma action now from the guardsman. Borrow strike. Nicely done. Gets some good disruption there. The Chimera of ShaFex now allows you to reinforce your units around it. Your ally can also use it in that way too. And here's the Primaris Psyker. Has an AoE basic attack, doing some good work there. Holy crap, lots of dead Tyranids. Bunch of retreats. I'm not sure if anything wiped. Starts off with the Ethereal Wave and also Strip Soul, I think it is. Let's see what this damage is here. I think he just tried to use Strip Soul, which is a speed debuff. I think he has to channel it though. Trying to cap now is the Primaris Psyker. Is going to get shot to death if he's not careful. Yeah, really need to be careful about this fella's hit points. Dominus Nox maybe looking for the tier 3 here. They're floating either way, 274 to 416 on the VPs. Nobody can grab this contested victory point at the moment, but this is a sneaky Lictor Alpha going for the Imperial Guard's natural. Got some VPs to make up the Tyranids. Took a lot of damage in that previous engagement here. Are all the heroes up? All the heroes are up. The Hive Tyrant still with no weapon upgrade. Don't think I've seen him hit that Bioplasma either. Toxic Cysts are in, and the Ravener Alpha no longer messing around. Corrosive Devourer, Synapse Aura for damage, and Regenerate. Going to be a very powerful combatant with some damage support as well. On the power again of the Tyranids. Going to make short work of it there, the Tenso. Got some Inspire Courage buff Guardsman with Plasma and Commissar and Sergeant, and now they run. There's a creeping barrage from the Lord, the General's Global Bar. Got a renode, got a regen. Lord the General's now level 4, Commissar up to 5 with the Bionic Eye. And Inferno Pistol in for the Inquisitor. Yet to level up she is. On the power again. This southwestern power, lots of plasma that they can focus on the warrior broods and stuff. And they're taking out the power here. Primaris Psyker helping out. Looking very cool. 274 to 366 on the VPs. Trying to get back into play is aZmodai. Didn't want to defend from this angle, I guess. Wanted to try and get around. Should the Sentinel go in for a stomp here, it's very, very risky to do. Looks like they're going to back away. That's probably smart. Nope, they're going to throw in a Hell Fury. Doing a huge amount of work. Ethereal Wave went in as well into the fire. That was nicely done by beBop. Primaris Psyker trying to get the hell out of there. It's a good Bioplasma. But not much to follow it up with. Everything else ran away because all the fire and the Psyker stuff. Oh, the Inquisitor's coming to shoot at Fernando. Run, Fernando, run! It's going to be alright, I think. Imperial Guard trying to get their VP back. Is it worth just planting your Catechins up there at this point? 274 to 347 on the VPs. More power bashing for the Tenso. They can get on this so fast and hit it so hard. Look how quick this power bash is. Chimera now trying to make some kind of impact. You now need 2 units inside the Chimera for all of the guns to fire, I believe. Used to be just put anything inside of it and the little turrets on the side will fire, but now you need 2. Down goes the Sentinel. Ravener Brood dropped in by Dominus Nox, and they are tier 3, so is the Tenso. ShaFex with a ton of red. Over 600 red. What do they call it for Imperial Guard? Is it like command or something? He used to get tier 3 to drop a rocket run, of course. And rocket runs can be nasty against a Tyranid army that doesn't have a bunch of monstrous creatures and stuff. Lictor Alpha level 3 going straight back towards that VP. But here's the Lord Commissar decapping the Tyranids natural. Trying to shoot up contested power, kicking off towards the southwest. Sentinel Stomp on Fernando's face, not going to be happy. Bioplasma for these fellas maybe. He might have already used it though. Does have that improved synapse, of course. Ouch! Look at the damage from the Primaris Psycho's shot there. Crack. That is nasty. I think they toned it down a bit, but it's still nasty. Which is good. Should be effective at what he does. Lord Commissar flees. Couldn't... Oh, did he get the cap? I don't know. It's been decapped already if he did. Gonna get a 2-to-1 are the Tyranids. Having both the naturals. And it is a viable strategy on this map. This is a reskin of Typhon Arena, by the way. And you can, at some point, usually at the start of tier 3 or so, just abandon the southwest kind of thing and fight the top of the map with everything you've got. Carnifex is going to start rolling out soon. Tier 3 for Kingfisher, tier 3 for beBop soon. 195 to 334. I had a lot of fun making this reskin. I like the volcanic tile set that this game has. Chimera is getting some repairs. Ravana Alpha's in melee, being tied up by the Catechins. And goes down. That's a sloppy loss there for Dominus Nox. So were they looking at their Ravana Broods or something? Not sure. Carnifex is out though for both the Tenso and Dominus Nox, and aZmodai also goes tier 3. Some bashing for Imperial Guard now. All those bashes that the Tenso did had an impact, I think. They were slightly late getting to tier 3, the Guard, but they've got there. Venom Brood coming out now for Dominus Nox. Maybe thinking there's going to be a bunch of Guard vehicles rolling out soon. Level 2 Primaris Psycho. Can I not see the upgrades this fella gets in his unit card? Maybe not. 188 to 314 on the VPs. Looks like the Tyranid is going to take back this contested victory point here. Tier 3 now for aZmodai, and there's the first Leman Russ pulled in probably by Kingfisher, although I didn't see it. Already has Vanquisher in. Very effective versus large targets, such as a big old Carnifex from long range too. And with repair support, these really are a force to be reckoned with, Leman Russes. Tons of hit points, good damage output. Just get that repair support in. And they're a massive pain in the arse. We see some sneaky stormtroopers here. With an assault kit though, not an anti-armor kit, so they're not going to be going after the Carnifex. You can get some cheeky grenades in on the Venom Brood though, maybe. Judgment is up for the Inquisitor. Not sure what she judged. Oh, is this Venom Brood here? Judgment is from the Inferno pistol. Big massive Tyranid. Stormtroopers sneaking in to get a decap. 176 to 300. I see... Oh, 2 Tyranid heroes on the red team's natural VP up there. Creeping Barrage is nicely done. Those shots from the Primaris Psycho nicely done too. Here's a bunch of plasma now. Bunch of stuff retreated. The Tenso's still here though. And they are pouring out so much damage. When they can stop and shoot, they are scary. Looks like the VP was decapped, but not taken. The Stormtroopers survived. Yes, they did. Bunch of stuff running away though. Single cap for the Tyranids. Lictor Alpha on capping duty. Been doing a lot of that level 4. Have this VP. Catechins just killed a bunch of rippers, it looks like. You're going to go and cap, fellas, or what? Oh, Ravana Alpha's trying to run. And goes down again. Was probably just revived by the Lictor Alpha too. Gonna need another one. Here comes another Leman Russ for ShaFex. And Kassakin on the way for Kingfisher. Would love to see the Stormlord super heavy tank against Tyranids, just kind of ripping through the infantry. Be very fun. There's that psychic doing his thing, doing his psychic thing. Time against a bad fight for you guys. Needing to run. Here comes a bunch more Tyranids with ranged synapse support. Do you have a Ravener Brood aZmodai? They don't. Single cap here. Some spore mines spawned by the Stranglethorn Cannon Carnifex here. Oh, he's unable to shoot probably. Look, he's hitting the stairs there. Need to move a little bit, buddy. I don't think the Tenso has realised that those shots are not getting through. Double cap now for the Guard. On the power again. Lots of very lively power bashing in this game. Big fan of that. There's that ethereal wave again. That's a cool effect. 146 to 243. Triple cap here for the Guard. They've got 2 Lumen Russes. And here comes a Storm Blade on the way for beBop. With that massive Plasma Destroyer. Ouch. Can they get that Carnifex? They can. Shot down from range. And they lost their natural VP too. I think they need to transition to a top game here. Just try to avoid this Leman Russ. Where is the other one though? The other one's going up to the top. Also a Vanquisher. beBop most likely going to send the Stormblade to the southwestern VP. Decapping this power here. Kicking off towards the north. ShaFex with a level 7 Lord Commissar now has the Emperor's Wrath. And there it is. Throws up the shield to try and survive as well and see his handiwork. Holy crap. That is some serious wrath. Nothing to buff with the Bionic Eye at the moment. They might get this Carnifex here. Gonna Leman Russ chase. Oh, one more shot might do it. Looks like it's not gonna chase. Tornado formation thrown in to distract and dismay. And Spore Mine's getting some detonations as well. They should be okay though, all those guardsmen. The southwest of the map is completely red for the Guard basically. What is this effect I'm seeing? Oh, it was the move speed bonus for the grenade launchers here. 60 to 243 on the VPs. Oh, Leman Russ goes down. How did it go down? The Venom Brood must have got it, I guess. Holy crap, that was quick. And they're on the VP. They could get a 2-to-1 down to 60 though. Here comes beBop. Looking for a flank on something, I guess. Looking for a flank on this. Carnifex is now in for aZmodai. And the Stormblade is indeed going southwest. Look at the size of that gun on it. Pretty damn cool. Awesome job by the modders. Creeping Barrage. Nice usage of it. Forces the retreat. We have a Venom Cannon Carnifex for aZmodai. Try and go... I was going to say toe-to-toe with the tank, but I guess gun-to-gun. Trying to get their VP back are the Imperial Guard at the northeast. We have Cadian Kassakin on the way for ShaFex. Here are Kingfishers, by the way, with the fancy plasma guns they get. Bioplasma shot in. Good hit. Very useful for finishing off vehicles and stuff as well, those bioplasma shots. Some Kassakin on the way now for beBop. Oh, that Warrior Brute died. Are they just freeing up population here or something, aZmodai? It's a weird death. 2-to-1 for the Guard. Looking pretty solid. Another Leman Russ on the way for Kingfisher. It can be difficult to use a tank around these staircases and stuff at the north of the arena maps. Maybe ShaFex should stick to infantry and stuff. Get some Bullgrins up maybe. They have a nuke in their pocket too. 997 red actually for ShaFex. Kicking off in the southwest. Stormblade doing its thing. Chewing through the Carnifexes. And a Hellfury dropped on that blob. Nicely done by beBop. Looks like they're going to clean up here. indeed. It has been cleansed. And the Inquisitor getting some kills. Chasing the Carnifexes gets them both. Awesomely done by beBop. Inquisitor level 5. And hey, ShaFex is getting some opens, so maybe we'll see some Bullgrins. In fact, are we going to have time to see some Bullgrins? Emperor's Wrath. Holy crap. It's always insanely impressive. That is so painful. Looks like the Guard have it. Unless there's some kind of miracle. There's Inspire. Determination on the Catachin Devils. Level 4 Catachins as well. That is scary. GG. Indeed. The Guard have it. And they were pretty solid throughout, to be honest. Got the Leman Russes rolling at the right time. Did get their power hit a lot, especially this one. But they got through it. And the Stormblade, which was the icing on the cake. What is this thing? Was that a rocket run coming in? It might have been. Awesome stuff. Let's look at his heroes end of the game. A level 6 Lictor Alpha was doing a lot of decappings. Scything Talons, Toxic Cysts, the Lone Hunter. The Tyranids just didn't seem to get a huge amount out of their Carnifexes. They were kind of Leman Rust. Ravener Alpha was down at the end, level 4, but we saw they had Corrosive Devourer, Regenerate, and Synapse Aura for damage. Only level 2, eh? And a level 2 Hive Tyrant too. Had the improved Synapse and Bioplasma. Not sure if they got a weapon upgrade. ShaFex, level 8 Lord Commissar. Had a fantastic start and stayed pretty solid. Got some great Emperor's Wrath in there too. Off-map Artillery is the name of the actual ability you use. Not very imaginative relic. Come on now. Level 7 Lord General. Had the Carapace armor at the end to help stand against the Barb Strangler and Stranglethorn cannon shots and stuff. And beBop with some really cool plays throughout. Some great Hell Fury uses. The Inferno Pistol finishing off those Carnifexes at the end. It was pretty awesome. Level 6 Inquisitor. There you have it, guys. Big thanks to these players for taking part in a faction war. The Tenso, of course, for running the lobbies. And I'll see you next time.